Hello.
Hello.
Getting stuff sorted.
Yeah, organised.
It's all good. The high-low game with Jojo and Andy B. We are here now with this. Live on Facebook and YouTube.
We've got our Christmas hats on.
Christmas hats, had a little play with the decorations. The Back to Jerusalem panda is out again. It was
sweet.
It was at the back of a shelf for ages. I've just found it. The Back to Jerusalem panda, that's back out.
Brilliant.
We've got, of course, the current edition of Pure Media magazine and the fibre optic tree. Which is very funky. So hello.
Yes.
Is that blocking me panda? There you go. Sorted.
Oh.
Right. Hello.
Yes.
We're just playing the rest of Oasis, and then we'll come into the high-low game. So don't go away. We'll be with you any moment. Well, hey, there we go. We're back on the video stuff.
Multitasking. We're on YouTube and Facebook and on Pure247Radio, the radio.
Yes, with better internet setup.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I mean, I can't tell the difference because I'm just sitting here and everything looks the same.
Well, the big thing for you is the little green tick is always green.
Ah.
And sometimes that little green tick, which nobody else can see apart from you and me, sometimes it was flickering red.
Yeah.
And we've resolved the problem because we put a bigger power pack on the Ethernet splitter.
That sounds good. Solve the problem. So we're going to play the high-low game.
Go big
or
go
we always
home.
do. Family focus is from 3 till 6, but 4 till 5-ish, depending on what we have to talk about, etc. But we play the high-low game, so you can get in touch. hello@pure247radio.org, WhatsApp, or any of the socials. We'd love to hear how the week has gone. Highs and lows.
Anywhere the wind blows.
Starting with lows. Yep. Are we going to go straight in?
Wow, we're just going to...
Go in there, get in there.
Oh,
go for it.
Fine, we'll go on then.
Lows.
Go for it.
Well, you want me to say my low?
Yes, because I haven't thought of mine. I wasn't ready.
I wrote mine down, actually. I can't remember. Late nights, not for good reasons. Late nights, just so things work needed to be doing, things need to be sorted. So some late nights that have caused some difficulties around the week. The other one is it's kind of saying goodbye to the JoJo show. Countdown is progressing. I've only got 2 more shows. So last Monday,
15th and the 22nd.
Yeah, 3, 2. You remember that thing where you do that 3, 2, 1 thing? I'm doing the countdown.
Not doing
3,
that
2.
because I know what'll happen if we do it. We'll end up swearing twice.
Oh no! Yes, that's it. So 3, 2, 1 is the countdown. So it's kind of sad. We've announced what I'm going to be doing, haven't we? Or have we? I can't remember.
No, we have. We've said you're going to be heading up a brand new 2-hour 70s show. It's only an hour. So it's actually going to double in length, and it'll have you at the helm instead.
Yeah. So instead of Mondays, I'm on Tuesdays. So that's going to be good fun.
On
so I'm making
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm making preparations for that. But yeah, it's kind of sad because it's 2 years almost, or actually probably 2 years of the JoJo show. But JoJo still goes on into a different show.
Yes, you can't stop JoJo.
I will give the 70s a JoJo twist.
It's like the Energizer Bundy, you can't kill it.
No. So yeah, I guess I'm a little bit sad about the show coming to an end, but of course there is a light to shine in the new year, so I'm excited about that. But that's my low. That's my low. What about you?
My low, I got a hurty elbow.
Oh yeah, that's been giving you grief, isn't it?
It's been giving me grip for ages, and every time I nearly get it fully well, something happens that wrenches it in such a way that I undo all the good work. So when we were away a few weeks ago now, we went down to London, and at one of the hotels, pulling the suitcase along, and it flicked on a bit of, it was like a join between 2 floors, and it was a bit uneven. So it was fine, it wasn't dangerous. Yeah. But of course the suitcase hit it, flipped over, and it just meant that all the work I'd really carefully done resting my elbow, all that was undone for the 84th time. Aww. So yeah, that's a big low for me because it's really annoying because it's really sore, and I can't straighten my arm out properly. So it's very annoying. But I almost got it completely well again, but then damaged it.
We did try a sling, didn't we? But that didn't really work. Couldn't get the right position.
That just wound me up.
Yeah.
That didn't help. Also, it was a scarf that was too hot.
Yeah, I say a sling. It was like a makeshift sling, not a real one.
It was the scarf used on the snowman that has been subsequently washed.
I must admit, when you wore it, I started to remember our snowman. Sad.
So that's A-low. Also, just a bit stiff back. I don't know why. I think just a bit of tension in the week. Probably around the elbow because I'm constantly on edge. And
it could be, yeah.
Anyway, that's my low points.
Oh, well, I hope
there's more, but that'll do.
We are praying, aren't we? Keep on praying for your elbow and your back and all the ailments. And we pray for those who do feel ill health at this time. I mean, it's not nice any time to have ill health, but when it's Christmas, you feel it more, don't you? Because you want to get involved with the festivities, be with your family or whatever. And it's like, and when I hear that people are becoming ill just before Christmas, I'm like, hopefully it'll be over before Christmas, because I know you've talked. I think there was like 1 or 2 years where you were actually ill on Christmas Day, and it really sucks, doesn't it?
That really sucks.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure your elbow's going to be ready well enough for Christmas, is it? Because it's one of those things that's going to take a while to clear up, isn't it? But we pray on, don't we? We pray on, we press on. So those are our low points. Now I've asked the presenters for some highs and lows, but I did it rather late, so they might come trickling in as we speak. So we'll see what happens. But though, shall we move on to highs then? Actually, you usually spend a lot more time on your lows, so it's just sort of you seem resigned to these ailments. It's been around a long time, hasn't it? Well, the arm thing. Yeah. It's annoying at this stage. Yeah. So I would say I'm sort of semi resigned to it. Yeah. But thing is, it's not like I've had a bad elbow for 12 weeks. I'm not an idiot. No. But every time I've nearly completely rested it, it's all working well. I'm just at the edge of being careful, and then this is the second or third time now. Something has happened, which has then twisted my arm. Yeah. Not terribly, but it's just enough that the sore's back. And the only thing I can relate to is sometimes I might wake up with a crick neck, where your neck and you're stiff and you think, what happened? But it usually goes within maybe that day or a couple of days. The other thing is tennis elbow, isn't it? I've heard people talk about that. Richard Scott had tennis. He actually does play tennis. Yeah. Oh, he gets tennis elbow from tennis. He's had it. What is it? Swinging your arm too much or something? Yeah. I don't know how it's caused. It's repetition of. Yeah. I had an injury. I had to go to the doctor about it when I was younger, when I played a lot of squash, and it was impact on the knees. And he showed me this diagram about something or other, and I can't even remember. I won't even begin. Exercise is bad for your health. I know. Tell me about it. So I didn't play so much squash then because it was just so impactive on my knees, and it didn't help me. Yes, you do have to be careful. It's funny, isn't it? Injuries from sport, injuries from trying to keep well, and that's not fair, is it? I know that Nathan's had problems with, and he's probably talked about it on the endurance. What they call those shin splints. Shin splints. Yeah. Not had that for many years. No, that's it. I know I usually go on about the lows, but there's a lot of them this week. I'm fed up in lots of ways, but the one it's really niggling away at me is my elbow. Yeah, elbow, isn't it? Because it's so many weeks. It's like several months now. Because I keep on getting so close, and then something happens to hurt it again. It's just. I know I've got another 3 or 4 weeks of this. It's funny how you don't realise how much you need your elbow, do you? When I knew I needed my elbow. You needed it. Okay. So. Should we move on to the highs then? Yes, please. Have you got lots of highs as well as loads? I do. Oh, go on then. Do your highs. We have many highs. Aww. I'm not even sure where to start this. Oh, wow. That's exciting. No, I know it is. So one of the highs is the Back to Jerusalem panda. Aww. There we go. Pride of place. There you go. Right, that's back up. Yeah. Because we love Back to Jerusalem and the work they do. So, and we had that in the, before we moved studios, that was up on a shelf. But then it sort of got moved and never got put back up. So I had to do a bit of a. We haven't finished in the studio, have we? There's still some work to do. I look to my side, I can see boxes and things. If I spun this around, you could see. No, don't. It's really messy. Well, we got these amazing shelving, which was an answer to prayer, wasn't it? The shelving. Yeah, definitely. Brilliant. Yeah. But here's the thing. So as much as we've got those, and that's great, and I've just thought of a way of actually making more use of it better. Anyway, if I pull it across and put something down the back, we can don't mind us. We're just going things up. No, if I make the gap in the middle a bit bigger and put some little bits of wood, I can actually stick these stands up in there. Ooh, yeah.
So they're out of the way without taking...
I think you're onto something. It's very difficult to get stuff done in the studio because it's in use so often, isn't it?
Yes.
It's very rarely not in use.
Pretty much somebody. So from Monday to Friday, there's somebody in here from basically 6 o'clock in the morning through most days through to about 11 o'clock at night. There's somebody doing something in here.
Yeah.
Plus Sundays from early to late.
Yeah.
So we don't get a lot of time, which means we've got all these lovely shelves that we've managed to secure, which is brilliant. Yeah. But we just put in like an old hard drive just sits on a shelf.
Yeah.
We want to keep it because it's got some potential future use. However, not a hoardy future use. I mean, it's actually good stuff. Other technology we might swap into other things, but it just means you've got a few things on a few shelves and it's a waste of space.
What was it? Where was it? A film, Make a Window. I think, have I seen it in, is it Shaun the Sheep or something like that? But definitely a film where you have to make a window. No, it's the cars, isn't it? You make a window, don't you? You sort of, when you're racing, you have to make a gap and then make a window. Must be a driving term then, isn't it? So that we need to find a window, a time, an opportunity to kind of do something to our shelving units.
Yes.
I don't make it a New Year's resolution.
I could do it during endurance. They wouldn't mind, would they?
No, bang, crash, wallop.
I don't do bang crash. I'm more of a gentle tap tap whack.
Yes.
Do you want more highs? I've got lots.
Yes, definitely.
There's lots of lows, but there's lots of highs.
Yeah.
Now, I was saying to you last night, everything that's happened in the last 7 days.
Yeah.
And then you said, wow, that's a lot to try and process. I said, yeah, that was by Wednesday. And we kept on going and going.
Yeah.
So many things. I mean, they're not necessarily huge things or bad things or great things. They were just lots of things happened. And each one of those just adds into... It's no wonder I was lost. I lost the plot by Friday. Not bad mood, lost the plot. I mean, I was spent. You know, sometimes you say to me, have you finished work? Sometimes I say no, but I am finished.
Oh, I see, yes.
Because there's plenty of stuff to do, but my brain is, we're finished.
No.
Yeah. So I have finished my work and I'm done.
So what's your high then?
Christmas tree.
Yes.
We have a Christmas tree in the BBHQ, which is very good. We went out, we were given a gift a while ago for some oil and coal. There was a teeny tiny bit left and that paid for a Christmas tree.
Yes, and we didn't go for the usual 6 foot. We went for, was it 4 foot this time?
It's about, it's a 5 foot
because of the space. Oh, it's 5 foot.
It's a 5 foot. So last year we had an 8 foot tree.
Oh, was it 8?
Yeah, it was 8 foot because it's the lounge is 8 foot tall. It's an old house, so it's an 8 foot. But we went for a 5 foot for a reason because it's sitting on top of a table in the corner.
Yeah.
Because where the tree went last year, we've now got stuff that can't move. So we had to find the other corner, which is free, which is a table normally with fruit on it. Yeah. So we're taking the fruit off to put the tree there.
You know that phrase, what did we do last year? You know, last Christmas. Well, the thing is,
what do we
things
usually
have changed.
do? This is only our second Christmas here, so there's no usual.
There's no usual, no traditions yet.
So the high is that the trees are, but here's the thing. So I don't know if you've had this, when you've gone out for a tree, you strap it to your roof, you stick it inside.
Yeah.
You look like earthquake victims waiting to be rescued because you got a tree through someone's face and all that. It was none of that.
No.
It was almost boring. It wasn't. But it was almost boring because we had the tree, we put down one seat in the middle, one seat at the back, and it just went through the gap.
Well, not so boring considering the place we went to had run out of that netting that holds the tree.
Ooh, do you want a story?
Yeah.
So we bought the tree. We actually went to where we bought the tree from the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, not for this house, different houses. So we've been there, bought trees the last couple of 3 years. And this year the shop's gone, where the thing.
Yeah.
But there's a new shop that's taken it over, and we went back thinking, well, I wonder if they've still got the outdoor garden bit.
Yeah.
This is normally like an indoor shop, like food and shampoo, all that. But they've actually retained the outdoor part, which is great. So we went there and found the trees in the exact same spot. Interestingly, found the tree we would like to went to find a member of staff. Please ask, we'll help you. And I'm looking at, the netting machine. Let me describe this. It's like a big chute at one end, slightly smaller at the other end. You put the tree in through the big end, you pull it through, the mesh gets stuck around it, it holds it nice and tight. Oh, this is great. Anyway.
Very nice.
There was no mesh. So I thought, that's fine. Obviously, they'll have more. They wouldn't have just bought one because they're not stupid. They ran out of mesh. Finally found someone. I'm not authorised for this. And there's a massive bright yellow label on this brand new pipe chute thing for Christmas trees, and it says you must not use this. You must be trained to use this machinery. Now machinery, me personally, I see machinery as at least 2 moving parts. This is a tube.
That's it. There isn't anything else other than that, is it?
Negating the whole machinery. So anyway, you must not operate this machinery. And the guy that came to help us, he was lovely enough, but he obviously he wasn't trained. He's licensed for a forklift truck, but he's not licensed for the complicated machinery for the mesh for the tree. So in the end, he said, "Oh well, I'll do it anyway, eh?" So he started to look. Oh, there's no mesh, nothing we can do. And I'm thinking, come on, let's just have a little bit of brain power. And I saw a tree on the floor that was about 2.5 centimeters long with 84 miles of mesh. So I said, could we not take the surplus mesh that someone obviously has left on that tree and stick it on the machine and put it on the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose we could do that. So we cut it off. I then give him the mesh. Well, I don't know how it goes. Okay, this is not rocket science. So I push it over the thing, at which point I gave up and did it myself. I operated the machine and I'm not a member of staff.
Well, we wouldn't have done it if we hadn't had that member of staff with us, because we might have looked like really bad.
But considering I can operate, and I'm still licensed, actually legally, technically, I am still licensed to operate, I think, a forklift truck, which is fairly complicated, and a lorry-mounted crane, which is very complicated. And because I'm very good at those things, still, I thought, hey, I can operate a tube.
Tube.
I can operate a tube.
I wonder what the name is. There's got a proper name, isn't it?
The Christmas
tube
tree
meshy thing.
Meshing tube thing. Anyway, so I put the mesh on it, and we pull the tree through, and now we have the thing. So we had a Christmas tree with mesh.
I was concerned at one moment, thinking, how are we going to get the tree in if it doesn't get meshed? Because it really does squish. Oh, never thought about that. Yeah, that would have been the other option. Yeah.
Yeah, when we moved house in the past, we've often rolled down mattresses because we have memory foam mattresses. Yeah. So one of the things we've frequently done is use string. Yeah. Now you roll it up, you then wrap it in cling film, literally, and then you wrap string around that. And you got yourself a nice tube.
Yeah, because I don't remember mesh back along. So this is not a new invention, but it's quite new, isn't it? It's like I don't remember every tree that we've got was meshed, as it were.
I do.
Really, right from way back.
Yeah, right from the 1840s. Polyester mesh. So we got the mesh thing. We got it in the car, but it was really easy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It was almost disappointing. But it's fine.
Yeah.
So that's another high. And we got lights on the wall outside on the hedge.
Yeah.
We bought a 50 feet, I think, long rope of Christmas twinkly lights. Yeah. So that goes along the hedge. We've then got coloured ones in little loopy things on another bit of the garden. So it's looking festive. We've got lights on the tree. We've got this is the nice thing. Last year, we bought lots of tinsel. Do you remember?
Yes, I did.
That was super cheap.
Yeah.
Proper rich, luxurious tinsel, and it was like eighpenny, threepence or something.
What's that?
And an eighpenny bit for one. A shilling per 10 ton. Bought loads of silver. So we actually have silver tinsel. We have silver baubles, silver spire baubles, and we have silver the pearl thing, the beads.
Yeah.
It's colour matched.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, because we haven't had a lot of money, it's a bit of green, a bit of purple, a bit of string and holding them together, and so on. So that's another high. Christmas has arrived.
Definitely.
Do you want some more highs?
Well, can I have some? Mine is okay. Carry on.
Oh, there's more yet.
Wow, that's good. It's good. It feels right.
Yeah. Well, we got your bureaus back in our bedroom.
Yeah.
In the home, which is great. So you've got that. That's Studio 3. When we want to do some more recording and we run out of computers, then we can do stuff on there with a new monitor that Nathan found at a charity shop over the weekend.
That was a high, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah. And the new cables have arrived. This is very exciting. So if you look on the back of your computer, if it's a desktop, you'll probably find something with a P. It's a funny looking port. It looks a bit like the port for the back of the TV, but it's got a P. Okay, it's a display port. Now it turns out display port has been around quite a long time. Never knew what it was. I've never used it. VGA, which is the old-fashioned one. DVI was another monitor connection type. That kind of didn't really ever take off. And then HDMI, which is usually what you put into your TV. So we've got a new monitor in for Studio 3. You've now got a proper stand-up, legitimate adult computer. Not a laptop that just about works for you. So there's lots of stuff that's happened in the last week. I've had a chat with someone about potentially joining the magazine. I've got a chat tomorrow about working with a Christian ministry to join the magazine for a time. So there's a lot going on. There's lots. And then I saw, this is my last bit, I'll come back to you. My last one was I looked at the schedule for Christmas and I got very excited. Yeah. Because when we were creating this year's Christmas schedule, the graphics, we looked at last year's when we had us here at BBHQ, plus Dan Rouse, plus Andy Brown. That was Christmas. And this year, it's all of that. In fact, we've got so many presenters. We've got 5 presenters on one show because we didn't have enough slots in the day. We've also got Simon Tuck, who's a legend. We've got Paul Stubbs, who's a brilliant, lovely man. He fills in for us when we're struggling to fill a show. Katie Mack has got a show. Gareth Higgs has got a show. We've got Jonathan Brewitt, who's even now part of the station. Even he's not on the Christmas schedule because it's so full, and he joined just after. So it's a bit of a reflection again of how far we've come, what God has done to bring us this far. So there are many highs.
I don't know how to top that. I mean, the Christmas tree is the high for me as well, getting the decorations up, and everything you've said, I would say is my high too. But I think Rocky Road as well. We made Rocky Road. It was a dessert feature for the Energize show.
That was good.
It's lovely. I think apparently we've made it before, but I don't remember. But it's just, it's one of those. It's got so many nice things in it: caramel and chocolate and biscuit, everything, and marshmallow. All those things, all things nice. What's that? The song and all things nice.
I've just had a low moment memory.
Oh no!
Somebody made Rocky Road and stupidly put raisins in.
Oh, who would do that?
I don't know.
I have seen recipes with
Do you know that's a criminal offence? If you put raisins in a Rocky Road, it's actually you can go to prison forever.
But you like raisins.
I like raisins,
But
just
not
not
in-
in Rocky Road.
You'd
It's
pick them out,
wrong.
would you?
Yeah, I actually do like raisins and sultanas and currants,
Well,
just not there.
Our Rocky Road was raisin free, so you were
It was
okay.
very good.
It was good. So yeah, that was my high. I tend to have highs as food. I need to work on that. But the Christmas tree you can't eat, so that's good. And so that is the highs and lows. If you'd like to get in touch, you and share yours. Hello at pure247radio.org, WhatsApp, or any of the socials. Love to hear.
Dan Rouse.
Ooh, that's awesome.
He's got a low and a high. Low, miserable weather
Aw.
means I haven't got out for many walks.
Well, that's not nice.
You do know you're waterproof, Dan. Just saying.
Sweet.
I suppose it depends. It does depend somewhat on the temperature of the water, because he's up in Scotland, so sometimes the water gets a bit icy.
Yeah.
Right, so that's his low. High point says Dan finally completed a big piece of work for a client that ended up bigger than expected. Also spent Friday interviewing to give someone a job, although we're still to make a decision. Final
Exciting.
decision. Sorry.
Final decision. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks, Dan. Sorry to hear about the miserable weather. We've had a couple of good days with a bit of sun, but it is nippy. It's cold, isn't it?
It's yeah. I had a lovely photo from Mandy, who's one of our writers in the magazine, and she sent me a photo of Christmas, basically. So she lives in the States. I don't even know where she lives in the States.
No.
Anyway, it's a wintry photo. There's trees and there's snow. It's picture postcard.
Winter
perfect.
Wonderland.
And I loved the fact that she said, yeah. So her husband, Nathan, they were out in the snow yesterday. He had a fire going. He was out sitting outside around the fire. Come and join me, he said to his wife, Amanda. Come and join me. No, I'm going to die of cold. So she sent me photos of the outside from the inside,
Yeah.
which I think was immensely sensible.
What's that song? There's something about chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I wonder if they did that. Chestnuts.
I think she's
Yum.
happy with some wood. It did look beautiful, though.
Aww.
And we get photos from Montana every so often from Mary. Oh, Montana just looks...
I don't know why we want snow at Christmas. I really don't. I don't understand it quite. I mean, it's winter. Why? How did that
Because
come about?
everything looks pretty in the snow.
suppose, yeah.
Even Wolverhampton
Oh, don't say
looks
that.
pretty in the snow. Well,
It covers everything,
prettier.
doesn't it? But then...
I can say that because
then
that's where I was born.
Yeah, but the trouble with snow, it looks beautiful when it first falls, but it can get messy when cars have been through and, you know, it gets a bit sort of messy looking, doesn't it? Like you feel like someone needs to come along and tidy it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's beautiful. Some great pictures, isn't there? And you almost feel bad walking in it, like spoiling it because it looks so beautiful. What?
Tanya, another
Yeah.
writer for the magazine
Yeah.
who writes the finished perspective, would you like some more photos? Yes, please. So she'll be in the January issue. And I always try and get as many photos as I can for her of Finland
Oh, nice.
for you because they're beautiful photos.
Yeah, wonderful. So that was the high-low game. As I say, we'll keep going and doing that all the way through the show, Family Focus.
Forever.
Ever and ever. It doesn't get old. You know,
No.
we always have highs and lows.
I got very excited because Stephen was typing in the presenters group and he never finished his typing.
Stopped. Oh,
So I was getting ready to,
poised
I was
for
poised
excitement.
and nothing happened.
Oh, do you want me to tell you a story?
Can I
Sounds
lie
like it's
down?
made up.
Can I lie down
I've
with
got
hot
a few.
chocolate?
You got a few
Ooh,
stories.
hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Mm.
So there's a bank that's been telling staff to skip Christmas jumpers for some reasons. I don't know how you feel about Christmas jumpers. Have you ever had one?
No, which isn't a commentary on my thoughts on it. I've
No.
never had one. Or a
No.
Christmas T-shirt. I don't remember.
Well, you don't wear jumpers. You get too hot.
I don't wear
You
jumpers.
need
I
a
don't wear
Christmas
jumpers.
T-shirt. You know, I guess
I wear
they do
a T-shirt
that.
all year.
Yeah, so it wouldn't help you, would it?
And maybe a coat if it's super cold outside. that Stephen's the same. Well, he
Yeah.
was. He has body warmers now.
You have to be a jumper person, don't you, to have a Christmas jumper?
I had one jumper that I would happily wear.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was made of. It wasn't itchy or scratchy. It was like wearing heated silk, is what it felt like. It came from a very, very posh shop, and it eventually died after I wore it out. But that's the only jumper I've ever owned.
Yeah.
Give me a T-shirt, I'm happy.
So this bank has instructed staff not to wear Christmas jumpers in branches this year after receiving complaints from customers.
Okay.
So the bank said branches often support people dealing with financial stress and bereavement, so the environment needs to feel professional and sensitive. So I suppose,
I agree with that.
Yeah, to be fair, that you've been all funny and silly. I mean, I don't like it. Was it Halloween that you've got some of the staff dressed up as something really ugly and horrible? And it's like, I don't know whether they get complaints about that. I don't like that.
I would.
And then at Christmas, they do get a bit silly sometimes, and you think you're trying to get a sensible, answer from some, Well, in fairness, if it's an elf, they're usually really good helpers, aren't they? That's the reputation that elves have. They really help, And if you've got someone dressed up as an elf, then they're going to help, don't you? So I suppose that's kind of good. But sometimes when they're in silly outfits, I don't know.
There's a big thing about supermarkets, isn't it, in the UK? Supermarkets, they all seem to have this thing. Everyone dress up. And I just think, could you not just be a supermarket?
Yeah.
Bar
humbug, eh?
No, not bar humbug. I think there's a time and a place, but I just think places of business should be places of business. If you want to put a Christmas tree in a corner, that's fine. I think that's right and appropriate. This is the reason we have Christmas at all. Supermarkets, the only reason you're selling Christmas stuff is because Jesus was born, the real baby that happened 2,000 years ago. So put something to commemorate that. Absolutely right. But, big but. Could you not just go back to being a supermarket? Because then you get all the other political nonsense that comes through. It's
That's the trouble, isn't it?
Could you just? I just want a loaf of bread. I don't want you to do political activism. Political activists. I just want a loaf of bread and some jam. It's all I want to do.
But in fairness,
so it annoys me.
It's commercialised, isn't it? It's they're trying to sell
this is
stuff.
The thing about the Christmas jumpers, it's just a way of making cash. So, as much as I am a Christian who believes absolutely that Jesus was born 2,000 years ago, mostly because history says so. If you think that's not true, then you're wrong. That's not even controversial. It's just fact. What he did after that, that's you can make your own mind up. But I want businesses to do business.
Yeah,
and it annoys me when you walk into a bank and you got someone with a Rudolph costume on, and you just. Do you not dress up as a bank person?
Well, this is what's come about. Managers raised concerns about staff needing to repeatedly remove festive jumpers when speaking to customers about delicate subjects.
If you had a policeman come to your door to say, "I'm really sorry, your dog's dead," whilst wearing a Santa hat and a Rudolph, it just would. We just want the police officers to do their job, okay? But I don't think it's any different.
Yeah, true.
I think it's right, absolutely appropriate that we should. This is a Christian country at the end of the day. Did you know it's Christian country in law?
Yeah.
I've always heard it's a Christian country. Okay. It's actually written into the Magna Carta that we are legally, contractually signed to be a Christian country.
Yeah, definitely.
Only recently discovered that. Anyway,
but
I think we should be remembering the fact that Jesus was born, and we should have a Christmas tree. That's fine. It's a way of marking it. I don't mind Christmas music. That's fine. But I just get annoyed with the staff. Just do your job.
Yeah. I mean, the guidance applies.
He says wearing a Christmas hat, but I am on the radio.
Yeah. The guidance applies only to customer-facing roles, and it's not connected to cultural sensitivity. So a spokesperson said branches are still encouraged to celebrate the season in other ways, such as decorations, like you're saying, team lunches and events. So there you go.
But you see, the other thing is, if everyone's got a Christmas jumper and you've got no money and you have to buy a Christmas jumper with money you haven't got, and you're thinking, well, I've just spent 30 quid on the jumper I'm going to wear for 20 minutes and my kids haven't got food.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts to really wind me up.
The bank said the decision reflects the balance between festive spirit and the seriousness of the service offered. So it's what you're saying. We want some professionalism, but put some decorations up, of course, but let's just keep it professional.
Yeah, because
I was surprised by that. Yeah, I
my
don't know
reaction,
if
all that.
no, I guess I mean maybe people go bar humbug. Oh, what's wrong with them? But when you read it, you think, hang on, that makes sense actually. So I think they made the right decision.
You wouldn't want to go to an undertaker's to work out the burial of your old nan, and they're there with silly faces
hats,
and no,
not at all.
What happened to professionalism?
But then in saying that, I've been going to different towns at Christmas times all over the year, and you see a marked difference. I mean, when I was a kid, there was a sense of, I don't know, of excitement, of joy, that, Jesus is being born. We see nativities, we see the decorate Merry Christmas, there was that joy.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's not about Christmas. The silly Christmas jumpers have nothing to do with Christmas. It's to do with fables and myths and untruths. If it was all about Jesus being born, then I wouldn't. And it's not, it's okay for me. What about other religions? Well, this is a Christian country and a Christian holiday.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
But
I have seen that happen, isn't it? And then I'm going to town now, and there doesn't seem to be any music.
No,
and not the same.
Happy Christmas became
life.
Festive greetings.
Yeah,
like whoop.
It's actually, we've taken Christ out of Christmas, and you can't do that because there's nothing.
I tell you what, if you want to take Christ out of Christmas, then don't have any holidays.
Yeah, well,
you've got to work on Christmas Day because that's
some people do actually. Some people who don't believe in Christmas do continue to work, don't they? But it's a national holiday.
Is that a bizarre position for the head of a radio station like me to have? But it really annoys me. That if you don't believe that Jesus was born 2,000 years ago, then you should work on Christmas Day and not celebrate anything.
Well,
is that an odd perspective?
I like you said, there's no controversy about the fact that he was born, wasn't there?
None at all.
Absolutely none. Yeah, so we're celebrating his birth. It's who he was and what he achieved, isn't it?
It's the Christmas as opposed to festive greetings.
Yeah,
which makes me want to.
Yeah, I don't know why people wouldn't want to celebrate the birth of Christ, who's brought so much good into the world. Yeah,
it's a bizarre perspective I have, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
I don't like jumpers, a Christmas jumper. I don't like jumpers.
Yeah, but this is. Can we just not? I just want to walk into a shop and do some shopping.
No.
If you're a Christmas shop selling Christmas stuff, then I want to see elves and reindeers and Father Christmas, but also around the nativity scene, by the way, because that's the reason that any of that exists. Am I having a rant?
Yes, you are. I've got a couple more, and there is one other Christmas related, but maybe we'll move on. This is an interesting one. Why science says you should leave your bed unmade. And when I read that, I thought, hang on a minute, I need to make my bed, because I remember you saying the importance of making your bed. Do you remember you said to me about a military guy, and it's a story you always tell.
It's an admiral speaking to the latest group of Navy SEALs, I think, in the US.
Yeah. Anything else goes wrong, you've made your bed, and that's something that you can do every day.
Might just be new recruits. Anyway, it's a really good thing.
Important. But I think what they're saying is making your bed means putting the cover over the top. What they're saying, making your bed first thing in the morning might not be the healthiest habit. And what they're saying is pull the duvet down to air it out, sort of thing, and let the.
Is it badly worded?
Yeah, so it's just about reducing dust mites and kind of sort of keeping it not trapping in any sort of.
So what they mean is not you shouldn't make your bed, but you should make your bed in such a way that you leave the sheet uncovered.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're not. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah.
Bad English.
Anyway, leave that one. This one's impressive. China sets record by repaving a motorway in a single night. That's awesome. Isn't it?
Saw something about this.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And somebody who's worked in, let's just call it building stuff.
Yeah.
I have real major issues with speed
and
building.
I see.
Because if you think about the house that we're in, which is, I don't know, 80 years old, probably more than that.
Yeah.
Still here, still going well. A lot of houses that I was involved in helping to get built, because I used to deliver bits and pieces.
Yeah.
They were getting broken and falling down before we finished building them. I just think speed is not. Sometimes speed is not your friend.
Well, China has stunned the world again with its construction speed, receiving 2.4 kilometres of Beijing's 4th ring road in a single night. Now, I mean, it's not the same as building houses. I don't know how difficult it is. So the job would take days or weeks elsewhere, often requiring full or partial closures. which sounds like maybe that's the time you should take. But instead, Chinese infrastructure teams completed the work before commuters woke up.
There is.
That is a dream, isn't it?
There is no question whatsoever that British roadways are absolutely rubbish. The speed at which and the pace at which it's done to a really rubbish standard, there is no defence for that. However, on the other hand, let's do what Germany does. But on the other hand, what's it going to be like in 6 months? Well, because there was a whole massive thing about the Chinese building all these bridges and all these houses, and then they started to fall down. So there is a major issue of quick.
Well, it says here the operation involved precise planning, so that's good, isn't it? And tight coordination. Workers removed damaged asphalt, resurfaced the entire stretch, and reopened the motorway by morning. So it's quite a lot, isn't it? But it depends on how many staff they had as well, doesn't it?
We could actually do road surfacing quite rapidly. We just choose not to.
Yeah, so actually it's possible, isn't it? Yeah.
But I would be quite alarmed at speed. Because unless they've actually got some other technology going on that enables things to set quicker and to harden properly and all the rest of it, you're just pushing issues down the road.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose they want to keep the roads moving. They want to prevent congestion. They want to keep.
I mean, hey, look, you drive down the M1 in the UK and you can see 84 billion miles of cones and not any work going on.
I know, that's it. I mean, I suppose I was impressed initially, and if it's done properly, of course. But there's a happy medium, isn't there? Maybe that's too quick. Maybe we're too slow. Somewhere in the middle.
I'm sorry. Britain's road building is awful. I will happily say that I used to deliver aggregate to the stuff. It's shockingly bad.
I'm not sure all the time. Not all the time. Really everywhere.
It's not to a high standard. Look at the roads.
Well, that's because they haven't been fixed, isn't it?
That's the point. We're not doing a very good job.
No.
So when we get a pothole, we slap some tarmac in.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a fix. That's a temporary fix for a day or two until you strip the whole thing away. But you got Roman roads are still there. You know?
Yeah, impressive.
And also our roads are too thin. That's why they would break down.
Thin?
So yeah, they're too thin.
The actual
we don't use enough tarmac and the sub base as well.
Yeah.
So it's not enough. That's why it goes wrong so fast. So it being fast, okay. Is it going to need doing in 6 months?
I just think about them rolling machines. And then they look like they can't go particularly fast. They have to go quite slow, don't they, to roll it properly?
Well, they need to go quite slow.
I mean, they might not use them anymore, but I remember the rolling machine.
They do. They still use them. But
Bob the Builder, he'd have sorted it quicker, wouldn't he? Oh, actually, I don't think he does roads.
If we had enough of the planers and all the rest of it that you need to do the thing, you could do it quite rapidly. But we just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have a go, eh? It's the British mindset.
I was initially impressed with the fact that they did it overnight. And I suppose it's every motorist's dream to think that you would never. But then I suppose it's overnight. And there's nothing. We quite often go out shopping or go out, and we are out at night. And that's when the roadworks are. It's a nightmare.
Do you know the best time to do it? School run.
Oh,
you should do it during a school run.
Don't.
Just do it between 7 and 9 in the morning.
Oh, there's never a good time.
Nobody would be bothered.
There's never a good time, is there? Never.
No, there really isn't.
I've got one more story before we move on to when we become. Well, we come up to almost time, aren't we?
I'm not in a bad mood today. I'm just a bit fed up from the week, and my elbow is making me a bit.
It doesn't hurt at the moment, though, does it? You just know that you can't move it where you want to move it.
There's a little bit of soreness when I move it sometimes.
Yeah, this one will be an interesting one for you to get your teeth
I'm not my normal happy chappy self today.
Well, let's see if we can get a spark.
But I'm not going to pretend to be what I'm not because I can't bother. It's too hard.
So NASA scientists propose new theory behind the Star of Bethlehem. Now, let me just get this correct. Christians believe it was a spiritual manifestation. It was an incredible, wonderful thing. But all through the years, scientists want to try and work out what it was.
Scientists, bless them, like to try and explain away miracles.
Yeah, so
they have a go, and it's like, oh, sweet, you've had a go, but just sometimes just accept.
Well, at least
amazing.
They agree it was there because there is evidence to say there was a Star of David. A NASA planetary scientist believe the Star of Bethlehem described in the Nativity story was actually a comet. So this is the new thinking behind it.
It was a comet that went at walking speed.
So how can it be a star if it's a comet? Aren't they two very? I mean, I'm not very sciencey, but comet is a completely different thing to a star, isn't it?
Yes.
So how can you call it a Star of Bethlehem if it's not a star? So the
Comet to Bethlehem. It don't work.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit into the song. So Dr. Mark Matney suggests the event recorded in the Gospel of Matthew aligns with Chinese astronomical records from 5 BC. So, they don't stop it. They try and find a way to it's a miracle. It's spiritual. God created it and brought it in. It was the sign of the birth of Jesus Christ, who is God, the Son of God, Anywho, but then this is what they're coming up with.
Sometimes just accept you can't explain it.
I mean,
not
all experts agree with the theory. It's just a theory. German astrophysicist Dr. Ralph Neuhauser argues...
I'm in a better mood now because you're trying to pronounce complicated words. It makes me smile.
But he argues that ancient Chinese records may lack accuracy. You see, so they're not in agreement. Hundreds of theories have attempted to explain the Star of Bethlehem over the years, ranging from supernovas to planetary alignments. So how would you describe, what's your take on the Star of Bethlehem?
That God did something we can't explain for a reason on purpose.
Absolutely.
Do you know why I believe that? Shall I tell you why?
Yeah, go on.
Because it's a lot simpler.
It is, isn't it? Why do you have to complicate it?
Yes, there was a comment, and actually, although it was moving at a bazillion miles an hour, to the people, because of a refraction of light from Venus's ice cube, it made it look as though it was moving at a... Do you know, sometimes... It's Schrodinger's cat, isn't it? Sometimes the simplest explanation is the best one. Spock.
Ah.
Spock. We need Spock logic.
Yes.
If you remove everything from you before you, however logical it may be, if it is illogical, whatever remains, however improbable, must be logical.
So it's totally logical.
Now, that's not a direct quote from Spock.
No, but words to that effect.
Words to that effect. The Star of David, do you know what's easier? It happened.
Yeah. Wonderful, isn't it? Exciting.
Yeah, don't need a rocket scientist to say that.
And that's why we've got a star on the top of our tree, isn't it? And why you have stars in our advent calendar, because of the Star of Bethlehem that led the shepherds. Led the shepherds, but also did the star also lead the Magi couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Years later then, so it was a different star.
Yeah, the Magi weren't there a couple of years ago.
Not a couple of years ago, a couple of years after Jesus was born.
Unless we've managed to find a way of sending us back in time.
But yeah, I love the star. I mean, I love looking at stars. But you imagine this. I mean, imagine being there on that night when the star when the Star of Bethlehem.
Honestly, look, it being a comet must have taken you about 8,400 years to try and work out how the comet could move and be in just the right place. Yeah. Every time I looked up, it was flying around and it zipped around.
But people
just keep it simple, people.
People studied the stars back then as well, didn't they? And so they would have seen something exceptional, something very different. It wouldn't have been a comet, would it? Because comets go like whooshy across the sky and they're gone. Yeah. But this was there; it stayed in one place above Jesus for a long period of time. That's a proper star.
It's the only comet ever that moved at walking pace. In a set direction.
It's definitely a star.
Why do we try and complicate it?
Oh, it is wonderful, though. I love the star part of the Bible story. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so, I've given you a load of stories there, a couple of Christmassy ones. And again, we still can play the high-low game into the rest of the Family Focus show. So it's hello@pure247radio.org, WhatsApp, or any of the socials if you'd like to share your highs and lows. We've had lots of highs. And including watching you looking very cute with your hat on today, even though we were just we don't have Christmas jumpers, but we have Christmas hats. Do you know what? I think that's what you ought to do in the future. Get you a Christmas t-shirt. Even if you just have a little hat over something, a really tiny little thing.
Nathan said that what he would like is a Christmas baseball cap.
Yeah.
As opposed to a Christmas hat.
Yeah, because it's too hot, isn't it? It makes you. Well, why would you want a hat on indoors?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, but we do wear our caps indoors, which aren't so warm.
Totally agree. Right, so what's coming up in the next hour, darling?
Next in the hour. So after the news, in the last hour, we'll have Phrase of the Week, Crowbar King, and we'll turn it up to 11 from 5:30 to get us through all that we need to do this Sunday afternoon.
My little timing thing's not working.
And then, of course, when we finish, Endurance team will be here. Stephen D and Nathan Thomas with Endurance.
So don't go away. We're not going anywhere. We're still here.
We're still wearing our hats.
There's plenty more to do.
Just about.
Have you got your hat on still?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Right.
Oh, I've got a Christmas song. Christmas song. Have you got a Christmas?
No.
Oh.
Right. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, we'll stop the nonsense, shall we? Back to the radio, peoples. Hey, you're over there, aren't you?